Previously on Unranked.
Something came in the mail today.
Oh, here we go. Oh, okay.
Just in time. I leave tomorrow. Very excited.
Mhm.
Gonna leave the book jacket. Gonna take the book jacket off. I do appreciate when the undercover is nice as well. It's really simple. It's just got.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I like a.
Above
I like a.
minutes.
Yep.
This is pretty neat. The opening page.
Oh,
Yeah, sure.
That's nice.
That's nice.
That looks just like the map in Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
I would hope so.
I would, yeah.
I know, but it is.
Are you okay?
Stylistically.
Like placement wise, everything is correct. Like.
For our audio listeners, the face that Tuna makes during that, it's absolutely unbelievable.
Well, I mean, because I think at the end, I think what we really need to ask ourselves is like, is Tom okay? Because he's not here right now, right? Last week he was like barely here last
Yeah.
week, right? I think the week before. I mean, it's ever since he got married. It's just
ever since he got married, new man.
New man, doesn't care about the podcast anymore, flaking out on us. I barely hear from him. Barely texts us anymore. I don't think I've gotten a real bonified text, from him besides like a quick meme, like no check-in, no like, oh hey boys, like nothing like that.
We've been getting a lot of like links and memes.
Yeah, links and memes. Nothing really nothing. The guy's basically just like it's as if like chat he set up like automatic links or something for our chat just to appease us, to be like, oh, Tuna's gonna complain that I'm not texting, so let me just set up automatic texting, and then every so often, he's got a bot. Every so often
he's got a lads bot.
Yeah, the lad bot texts out like a link or something. Just searches for like a current relevant link or meme, and it's like, just send it to lads.
Send it to lads. Oh man.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the
that's
478th episode, Tuna.
Is it
he's just it is.
Didn't we just do Pokemon 478?
I certainly hope not.
Let me see. 478. Let's see.
Yeah, we did Dustwater last time.
No, we did this guy.
Oh, you know why? Because I didn't do the Pokedex. I didn't do the Pokedex with you because I missed it last time. So it's the 479th Pokemon. Interesting. When I saw the label had 478 already for last week, I thought maybe I'd already updated it when I did the previously on.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't bump it up. And when I Googled, I was like, well, what's the Pokemon? I go, yeah, we didn't do Rotom yet. Like I looked at Rotom earlier because...
Wait a minute. Are you calling it Rotom because I mispronounce things?
No. It's the Rotom.
Is it Rotom?
Yeah. I know it is because in the anime they call it the Rotom Dex. They don't say Rotom.
I've been saying Rotom.
Oh. Yeah, no, it's Rotom. No, that's actually it's Rotom.
Rotom.
That's at least in the anime they would say Rotom.
Motor. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the name origin. I'll just get this out of the way since this is a definitive. Rotom is not may, not could be, is derived from motor, spelled backwards.
There you go. Motor.
In Pokemon Platinum, an old notebook in Rotom's room describes how a person discovered and named the first known Rotom. It appeared out of a lawnmower's motor, and the person named it Rotom due to this origin. I don't think we've ever heard of a name origin as like game specific as this.
Yeah. I mean, it's what's interesting about this Pokemon is that even though it came out in the 4th gen, it was actually like super prevalent in the 6th gen in Alola. Same with the anime too, because that's when you have the Rotom Dex, and like they had fucking Rotoms everywhere in that season.
Mm-hmm. This is an interesting Pokemon. I don't know how you really rank this Pokemon.
Yeah, because you guys did Frost last week, right? Or did you do Rotom? You and Tom.
What do you mean,
I missed the
guys?
Pokemon last week.
No. Last week you and I did an episode.
No, that's 2 weeks ago.
That was 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, and then last week I had to shower, remember? So I missed the first 20 minutes of the podcast, and you and Tom did it together, and I got on, and then you were really tired, so you didn't stay for the post show, so only Tom and I did the post show together.
Oh, yeah.
I guess so. I guess what I'm really trying to say, Alex, is, are you okay?
No, I guess not. I guess not. I guess not.
Wait, so what episode are we on?
I don't know.
Because I think you guys did Frost last
We
week.
definitely did Frost. That rings bells.
You and
So we
I did
definitely-
Dust Noir, then I had to do Dust Noir alone. And then you and Tom did Frost last, which I missed, but I thought you guys nailed it. I thought you guys did a great job with the placement. And now we are on 479 Rotom. So I fucked up. It's so funny. I loaded Rotom. I had the facts for Rotom, but I just said the wrong number. So it is the 479th episode.
Yeah.
It's been
So
a
my
while
whole
since I got
thing-
that wrong.
It has been. My whole thing with Rotom is that how do we rank its appearance, and how do we just rank it? Because you can get different rotes.
I mean, that's part of, that's part of its juice.
Then I would rate it pretty high, considering that it can have all these different.
Pretty high.
It can have all these. It can have all these different looks.
And they're good. Like, look at the alternate types. They're cool. They're electric, ghost, ice, fire, flying, grass, and water. Like, those are
Mhm.
good combos. They're cool. What's your favorite look of these bad boys?
Not heat. Maybe the fan.
Yeah,
Maybe the
I like the fan
motor.
and the Mo.
Yeah,
are
Mo.
probably the best.
Let's bring it. Let's go back to Mo. Mo. What are you drinking? Spindrift.
Of course, I'm drinking Spindrift.
So when it possesses an electric fan,
It's a cool.
Okay.
I love that it's a ghost type. I mean, it's fun. I like the idea of like an electric sprite. I think it's a fun design. I think it's a cool Pokemon.
I don't think I've ever owned it.
You probably did in
Arceus.
in the Alolan one, because they were like everywhere,
Oh,
if I remember correctly. But
all
I'm
right.
you wouldn't have played this generation though.
Rotom was the first Pokemon mentioned to have an unknown gender in the animated series. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
DEI Pokemon.
Yeah. Well, that's dumb. So Rotom can just, I don't know, get in line with Pope Deep Dish.
Yeah, Pope Deep Dish. Let's go ahead and see a Pokedex entry here. I'm going to give you
Okay.
something from Legends Arceus, which is a good game to give it from because it's like ancient times, and we're talking about this electric Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
A form in which Rotom lurks within a misshapen wheelbarrow. A misshapen wheelbarrow. Mishappen. The wheelbarrow. It is kind of spelled the way mishappen.
Yeah.
Just it's missing a P.
It's missing
The
a P.
wheelbarrow's mechanisms are bizarre. It's bothersome Pokemon, causing trouble by mowing down grass and trees.
Okay.
So in that one, it's more of a possession than an electrical activation because it's an old-fashioned wheelbarrow.
Right.
Yeah. What is a barrow?
A what?
A barrow.
No idea.
Is it just a container?
Barrow.
Yeah, so wheelbarrow. It's not wheelbarrow, it's barrow.
Right, barrow. Yeah.
What is a barrow?
What's a barrow? That's a quick Goog. Has multiple meanings. It can refer to a wheelbarrow, a burial mound, a flat rectangular frame for carrying loads, a cart used by street vendors, or even a castrated male pig.
But I feel like the cart one is just a shortening from wheelbarrow.
A wheelbarrow. I mean, barrow. Dictionary, Oxford Languages says definition: a wheelbarrow, a luggage trolley, a two-wheeled handcart.
Okay, so there is no predecessor barrow prior to the wheelbarrow. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. The meaning of barrow is mountain mound, used only in the names of hills in England.
Okay, so it's just a way to wheel earth, is what you're saying?
My gosh.
And the name of the thing isn't the barrow, it's a thing that can wheel earth. Okay, got it. That's more interesting. That's actually I like that. Let's put it on the list.
Okay. I like it pretty high in the 20s, maybe.
Yeah, I was thinking similar.
Hmm.
It's below Luxio.
Yeah. It's in like I don't know, maybe like 25, the new 25.
Yeah, because that's also Tom's gonna be so mad that we knocked Gabite down.
Well, should have showed up.
Boom, Rotom, the new 25. Sorry, Gabite, you are now at 26.
Mhm. Knocked Gab out of the top 25.
So,
Yeah.
Tuna,
Yeah.
what's been going on?
So we were sick here for a little bit.
Again?
Yeah. And then uh Bird had to get a wisdom tooth pulled, so we've been dealing with that. Other than that though, things are good. Kid is obsessed with the movie The Sound of Music. Some kids
The fuck?
have yeah, some kids have Beauty and the Beast, some kids have Little Mermaid. My kid has Sound of Music.
How did
So,
that happen?
um she was watching the YouTube videos of some of the songs. So like So Long Farewell, Do Re Mi, Edelweiss, right? And
Okay.
then we just put the movie on
Yeah.
and she sat through the entire movie. So
Whoa.
yeah, and she just wants to keep watching clips of other renditions
Yeah.
of So Long Farewell. And then she gets her little like Little People, Fisher Price Little People, and starts acting out the song with the little people from the plays. So yeah. So we might have found her like
Yeah.
what she
Yeah.
likes
You
kind of a
also might not
thing.
be too far away then from like Frozen and Moana and stuff like that. Like, you know, like
Yeah, I mean,
3D films that have like a lot of music. Because you
you
could
would
show her the songs like ahead of time on YouTube.
you would think that she would have gravitated towards the Disney animated stuff first before going to the 1964 Sound of Music, but sure.
Get her into
So,
Hamilton.
yeah, exactly.
You know what? You probably could get her into the
Probably
Eras
could get her into
tour.
Hamilton. So that's what's going on there. What else? It's Mother's Day this weekend. We're going to a little brunch at my in-laws club on Long Island. Should be nice. The food's pretty good. Um, and then
Is
I
this like
think
a like predetermined menu thing or
no, it's like a buffet,
just
but it's
okay?
like high-end
It's like
buffet.
a country club.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was trying to downplay
Yeah, yeah.
it.
Yeah, she go to her poker club.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, to the
Ah.
back room.
Uh,
You'd go bet on some chickens.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what's going on there. This will probably be the last conversation that I have on the podcast about blueprints if you want to.
Whoa, what?
Yeah. So while you were away in
How?
well, because I'm
Okay.
just done. Because I have
What?
hit I've hit a like there's something okay. So while you were away in Hawaii,
Yeah.
I was making progress.
Okay.
So made very good progress.
Okay.
I am now at a point where well, first of all, I had to Google something because I thought there was a glitch. And it
Hmm.
turns out there wasn't a glitch. I was just missing it by you will understand when you get to it. I was missing it by one click. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Um anyway, so then I got to a point in this game where I have to do four things. Like four things need to line up. And I don't have the patience.
Oh,
Or,
I already know what those four things are. I have two. I know how to get the third. There's one I have to figure out. Because I used the shrine a lot It did a
Okay.
lot of cool things with the shrine
Okay.
a long
Same.
time ago. And so I know what those 4 things are for
Mm-hmm.
sure. And I
Mm-hmm.
know where I have to take them.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'm not doing it.
why?
It's too much, man. It's
What?
like I'm not wasting time trying to get all these things to line up. And the other thing that was pissing me off is I figured out so I figured out the castle cipher.
I thought we both figured that out forever ago.
No, no, no. Like what the no?
Yeah.
The whole thing?
Oh, maybe not.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, I'm at a point where
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm not going to do anymore. Okay. And
Wow. You've
then
given up.
I've given up.
Wow.
I've given up. I've given up.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
you this is like quitting Melania and Elden Ring.
Yeah, it's a little, yeah. So here's what happened.
Oh,
So
get good.
I'm I'm glad I know. So I'm glad I gave up though, because then I was like, I'm done. Like I know what I have to do.
Huh.
So I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna Google what the end result would have been here. And I don't think I ever would have figured out something after that.
Sure.
And I definitely wouldn't have figured out the very from what I was able to. Basically, I'm close to the end, but I don't think I ever would have figured. I don't think I would have had the patience, the time, the like. I don't think I would have. I think I just would have been like, I'm
Sure.
done. I'm done. I'm not doing it. Fuck
Wow.
it. I'm done. Goodbye.
Now I feel even more compelled to do it.
Auf Wiedersehen. Yeah, Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye. So long, farewell.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not doing this.
Yeah.
So, um, then I watched a 15-minute like lore video because in my mind, like I think I knew what was going on. And the lore video summed it up like perfectly in 15 minutes, and it
Okay.
definitely filled in some things that I either forgot or didn't know or didn't realize when I was reading when everything that there is to read in this game. So that's where I am. So long story short, the game is amazing. I definitely put in I'm at
Did
day
you
like
you
I'm on day like 150.
Okay, that
Like
makes
I'm
sense. I'm
done.
on like day 112.
Yeah. So I'm at day 150.
You never do dare mode or curse mode?
Um so I tried well curse well
Or just beating standard in a day?
so that's interesting, right? So I went to try to get that trophy, the one that's like um beat it in an hour
Yeah.
or get to room 46 in an hour. I thought it was an hour in. That was another thing I had to Google because I thought that wasn't
In-game
popping.
hour, that would only be 5 minutes.
No, an in-game hour is quick. I did it.
An
So
in-game
I
hour is
did it.
5 minutes.
Yeah, you can do it. Hallway, hallway,
You
hallway, all the way up. Foyer, Great
uh-huh.
Hall,
Yeah.
unlock all the doors.
Yeah.
Oh, pull the lever.
Yeah.
Tunnel.
But you just need to
Tunnel.
be lucky though.
Tunnel. Anyway, long story short, I did it. That's not what the trophy is. The trophy is um in an hour from the start of the game.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I thought it was just an hour. Any day, if you can get to it in an hour at game time.
Oh, okay. So you were just trying it on your current file and you weren't starting a new game.
No, I wasn't starting a new game. So
Got
I
it.
thought it was just like an in-game hour. Get there
No,
in
no.
5 minutes.
Oh, okay. You didn't
So
put together the fact that like
no, I
because
put
you
it
can
together.
import the
Well,
trophies
I thought that was for
from
the
the other
day
game.
one. I thought that was for the day one. I thought that was day one. You can go do. Okay, then the blue tents, right? To buy the
Yeah.
blue tents, I'm like, that's it's fucking expensive.
How
I'm
much money
not.
is it?
Do you want to know?
Wasn't it like oh no.
Okay, so I was like, I'm not doing it. So
What do I have to
basically,
do to be able to buy the blue tents?
uh,
It tells you. I just can't remember what it was. Was it like get 8 trophies? Was it like beat
oh
something
yes,
on?
it's get eight
I
trophies,
might
and
already have it.
and the price will be available to you.
I haven't checked. I might already have it.
So here's what I will say though about this game. Okay, there's a story in this game.
Yeah.
The story of the Black Bridge. that I found to be awesome. I thought it was a great short story. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it. I think put that out, right? That's like
Yeah.
That's like a
I think
Stephen King level.
this is where I said like I think this could be a like miniseries,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's so much lore going on
right?
here.
Like you have the person going through it, and then like through
Yeah.
flashbacks and things they're finding, we see the
Oh,
history play out.
big time. Big time.
Yeah.
So anyway, long story short, I got all the sanctum doors, all that's done. I'm basically at the last couple things to do. I mean, from what we know of the last couple things to do in the game.
Yeah.
There's one thing I have to do that deals with a certain room with certain items that I was just like, I'm not doing this. And then I Googled and it turns out, yes,
Okay.
I'm pretty close.
So the items are the thing you hold, the thing you wear.
Yeah.
What are the other two again?
I deleted the note because I was done
Okay.
with this game. So but
What?
hold
You
on.
deleted your notes?
Yeah.
What?
I was done, dude. I was like, I'm done. I'm done.
That's weird to delete your notes, I think.
Oh my God. Give me a break. All right. So this is the
What
note
if
that
they come out with new stuff and like give you a reason to go back in and look at things that don't require you to have to do this? Like
well, you know
the
all the
ultra
notes. I'll
difficult
ask
shit.
you. I'll ask you. So
Weird.
mute your thing for not you, but if you're listening to this now and you don't want to know what I'm about to say, mute it for 10 seconds. The note is steady as the scepter, deadly as the stone, heavy as the crown, ready as the throne.
So I only need three things.
You only need three things, and you have to go to
The stone. The stone might be the one that I don't know what it is yet, or I can't remember.
you. Okay, I'm not gonna.
Unless that's the cursed thing. It's not though. Or is it the thing that's in the box that has the three sigils that I need? Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, so I just have to get that.
So, yeah. Um,
I mean, the crown one's easy. Like, so you can have two of these so easy though, because you can just put room 46 outside
mhm.
and you can leave the scepter at the
Mhm.
check. You can't check the scepter.
You can.
Okay, so check the scepter, put room 46
You
outside.
can't put room 46. I've tried
I
that.
put the antechamber outside.
No, and you can't go to room 46 from the
Oh,
antechamber.
right.
And what's because I put room 46 outside.
Right.
And I walked in there
Yeah.
and the crown wasn't there. It was replaced with
Right.
something else.
Right.
So I was like, well, fuck. Okay.
Oh, plus the
So
thing that I need outside is actually the war room.
the war,
Yeah.
the armory?
Yeah.
Mm.
You need that outside because that's what has, I'm guessing, the stone. So then I just have to get to room 46.
No, you have to do a whole bunch of stuff. You got to get to room 46.
I have to get to room 46. I have to
Grab
have
the crown.
the thing outside, which I can do
You gotta
via
have
the shrine. So that's easy enough.
Okay. And you have to go into you have to draw the other one. You have to draw the throne room.
Sure. But
It's
like
a whole
conservatory,
thing.
man.
It's
Conservatory.
it's a whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I'm done.
Yeah.
So that's
So I threw away
done.
like 10, 12, somewhere between 10 and 12 runs, Alex.
Dude,
And
I
I put
threw
the
away so
conservatory
many fucking
outside.
runs.
So
Oh, okay.
I did that and I changed the rarity on like every room. And now like
Yeah.
it's
Well, I did
it's so easy for me to get what I want.
I threw away so many runs trying to get a vault key and to be able to just find it. Like and as soon as I found it, I'm like, oh great. Put it in the
You never
fucking
need
coat
this
room.
again. Yeah.
Right. Put it in the coat room and then let's do another run and let's just keep going for the vault. And as soon as I get it. But that took a bit. Like it took a bunch of resets. Ipso facto, you go for it. You keep going.
I mean, you're like
thing.
there. You just have to do it once.
No, dude, I'm not doing it. Just not doing it. Not happening.
Wow. I've never seen you quit before like this.
Oh, please. Fuck.
I didn't know you could be beaten.
I can be beaten. I can be beaten.
Wow.
It's possible. It's possible.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sad.
I mean, it is not.
I can't believe you gave up and deleting your notes, which I know you only did because you were frustrated.
Oh, totally frustrated. I was like, I'm fucking done with this. I'm
You're
not
such a
fucking doing
baby.
this. I'm not
Go
fucking dealing with it.
undelete those notes.
And then, but you know, but I'm happy that I'm seriously happy that I did, because the last couple things that I, looked, because I did, I will totally admit, looked up what I had to do, like we looked up what the end game is, or at least what we know the
But
end
I'm
game
like
is.
into the challenge of doing the dare mode and the curse mode and like beating it in one day and so like why not?
Oh, all right. Maybe I'll go back and try to beat it in a day on a separate save file. That seems a little bit more interesting to me than I think the way you'd have to do that. I'm just thinking about how to beat it in one day. I'm thinking you get lucky with getting Secret Garden Key. I think that's maybe the best way to do it.
I mean, you already did beat it in 5 minutes once.
Yeah, but that's because I was able to
Oh,
manipulate.
do it with your stuff, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
I was able to
got
manipulate
it.
what I get, and the hallway's the easiest thing to do because
Right,
the foyer unlocks all hallways, so fuck keys.
right.
So
Yeah, Secret Garden would be the
I
best bet
think,
then.
yeah, that's unless there's somebody who figured out a better way. Yeah. So look, I'm not saying, I mean, it's game of the year so far for me. It's game, like, if I, it's in my soft top 10, top 15 games of all time, I would say. Because this is perfect for Blueprints. There's more games in my top 15 than 15. Why it's a soft 15.
Soft 15.
So
You're a
speaking
soft
of,
15.
I just realized something. We didn't touch upon this. You went to Hawaii and you were supposed
Yes.
to bring that book, The Odyssey, which was in the previously on. And you purposefully were like, I'm going to bring this book, The Odyssey, and I'm not going to bring my Steam Deck, because I'm going to read when I'm there.
Yep.
So what happened?
I left it at home. I realized when I got to the airport that I didn't bring it in with me, which I had, of course, also left home my Steam Deck because I
Right.
thought I was going to bring the
Right, you thought you were
Odyssey.
going to read.
And I also
Yeah.
left home my e-reader because I was like, I don't need to bring 2 books. I got one.
Why? Yeah, why would you bring the e-reader when you got a real book?
And so I got on the plane, I jacked shit, I just had my headphones.
What's so funny? I mean, you're better than my dad. My dad gets on a plane and we make fun of him all the time because he gets on a plane with nothing.
He raw
Right?
dogs
No
it.
book. Yeah.
Yeah.
No book. No, you're lucky if
I
you
mean,
get
I had my
headphones.
iPad with me, so like it wasn't like it
Okay.
was, but like the things I would want to do, I did not
Sure.
have, right?
No, but
so I just watched
yeah.
whatever shitty movies they had.
Right. I've flown with my dad before where like there's no
That's nuts,
flight
dude.
TV, right? And I'm
Well,
sitting
they don't
there,
even
I've
have
got
them anymore because they just make
Right.
you use your fucking phones.
Right. So I've got my phone, I've got
Yeah.
my iPad, I've got
Yeah.
my, I
You
got
got your
and
AirPods.
I look over and he's just got his head against the seat in front of him, and I'm just like, what are you doing? He goes, I got nothing to do. I'm like, who gets on a plane with nothing to do? Who
I
gets on
got
a plane like this?
nothing to do.
Who gets on a plane like that?
That's nuts, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Fucking raw dog in it.
And no, I
yeah.
did not offer him any of my stuff because I was like, no, I'm using it. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't remember what I watched on the way there, but on the way back, I watched Avengers Endgame. Man, they don't make them like that anymore.
No, they do not.
What a film. I hear this new Thunderbolts is actually great. So like
What a
cool,
film.
but like
Yeah.
that movie start to and it's not even because of the characters. It just was made better.
Yeah.
They just cared more.
Yeah.
And lately it's mostly been slop with some good stuff. Like Loki's good. Like don't get me wrong, there's some good
Loki
stuff,
was
but
great.
it's mostly been slop. Like it's just been
Loki was fantastic.
And WandaVision I thought was great. And Agatha I think was as good as WandaVision. So like there's been some stuff. Like and then there was a lot of mediocre stuff, right? Like Shang-Chi was fine.
Yeah.
It was fine.
All right.
I thought what's the one? Moon Knight. Moon Knight was like cool, fine, but wasn't great.
Oh, I saw Moon Knight. I did see it.
Same with Miss Marvel. Like Miss Marvel, like I don't think they were bad, but
I actually liked Hawkeye.
I thought Hawkeye was one of the best ones that they did.
And then
but the movies have been a lot worse than the TV shows.
Yeah.
And there's been too many fucking TV shows. So that's
Without spoiling anything, I'm just going to give my impressions on Andor season 2.
okay.
I'm not going to
While you
spoil
do that, I'm
anything.
gonna get myself a Spindrift. I'll be listening though.
Well,
Because I haven't seen any of it, so
this
I'm
is
gonna
just
have
going to
nothing
be
to say. I'm just gonna listen.
well, this is just going to be a sentence.
Make it a long sentence.
All right, I guess I'm making this a long sentence. So, Andor, I thought started off really slow for episodes like 1, 2, 3, and half of 4, and then picked up, and now I'm back into it. I was getting really worried though in the beginning of this season, being like, oh no, like should they have just ended it at season 1? Like this is, I don't know if I like this.
Isn't it every 3 episodes and then it's a time skip?
Yeah.
Wow, so I'm surprised that the first 3 were slow.
Listen, you might think differently.
Yeah.
I was just watching it being like, ooh.
Are you watching them as episodes or is just one big movie? Because most people are treating them like it's just like 4 movies basically being released.
Basically, yeah. I'm watching it as best I can, as many as I can before I either fall asleep or I mean that's really it. I just watch it late at night. Because I've seen Sound of Music 6 times in a day. So yeah, but it's picked up to a point where I'm like, okay, we're back. Like okay, this is why I like this show. This is why I like what's going on here.
Great.
The rehearsal, on the other hand, is bonkers. I don't know where
I
you
can't
are with
wait.
that.
We've only seen the first episode.
Jesus fucking Christ. I'm glad this is on TV though.
Yeah.
Like I'm glad this is on television.
Yeah, he's a psycho.
And it's great.
It's awesome.
And I'm glad HBO threw a bunch of money at him and said, do this.
Yeah.
Basically,
he's one of the greatest performance artists of our time.
I would agree. Yeah. It
is performance art. That's like what it is. Right?
Yeah,
like this is
but it's so funny to me because we're watching it. I'm watching it with Britt. And Britt like will look at me and go, I genuinely cannot tell like what is sincere, what is not sincere, like what is
that's the magic trick.
And I was like, that's the point. Like that is the point. You're along for the ride here. Just strap in, watch it for what it is. It's fantastic. The rehearsal's awesome. The Last of Us, I've only seen the first step. We didn't even make it to the second. Britt was a little bored. So but we didn't get that too. Trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so. What do you got over in Paradise? You saw the Lost set? Ish?
Dude. I'm gonna give you the rundown of why.
But you've seen it already. Haven't you seen it already? This wasn't your first time.
Seen what?
The Lost Beach.
Well, we went back to the Lost Beach, yeah. That was one of the things we did. That was the last thing we did, basically.
We did. You sent, honestly, all the pictures you sent were just of you. So we thought, at least I thought, that you were just taking this trip.
No.
Therese was just hanging out. She was like, all right, you go.
No, but I don't then have to I don't need to get like photo approval, you know? You know what I mean?
Right. Sure. Yeah.
Right? Like I don't need to especially when we're like out in your bathing suits and your wife's pregnant. Like I don't need photo approval. I can just send a selfie instead, you know?
Right.
That's why I'm just sending you selfies of me. Because that was the point.
Yeah.
Because you know why, Alex? It was about me.
It was, yeah. All right, so you saw the beach.
Well, first of all, a couple things happened here.
You saw the smoke monster.
Went and stayed at the Disney resort.
I didn't know Disney had a resort in Hawaii.
Yeah, we stayed at Alani, the Disney resort, which the whole reason we stayed there.
Are there any rides there?
No, but they have water slides and lazy river and pools and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's like character meet and greets for kids and stuff. You know. But the whole reason I stayed there, and I think I was told you about this, or maybe I only talked about this on the solo version of the podcast, possibly. But I'll put this in the chat so you can see. Is that's the first picture. They have a lagoon, and then the second picture is me on the lazy river. Alex, I got one of the greatest compliments of my life on this lazy river.
Oh no.
One of the lifeguards, just while we're floating by, goes, dude, you put the lazy in lazy river.
Wow. Wow. All right.
Because
Oh, you got the double
moments
tube.
before I was floating by and an empty double tube came across. And, you know, I'm
Yeah.
like, well, we can't have that.
No.
Can't have that. So I looked at
This
the
looks
situation.
awesome.
I switched from the single to the double tube,
Oh yeah.
threw the single out.
Yeah.
And when the guy started talking to us, he was like, "Hey," I was like, "Oh shit, he's gonna be like, you can't double tube
Right.
alone." And
Right.
he just goes, "You're putting the lazy in Lazy River." I was like, "Hell yeah, dude!"
Nice. Wow.
So that lagoon, that's that first picture.
Uh-huh.
The photo's deceiving. It makes it look a lot smaller than it is. It's massive. It's about a half mile across, and it goes
Oh
out
wow.
probably like 200 feet maybe before you hit that rock wall. So the
Hmm.
rock wall keeps all the waves out and keeps like fish and like predators and stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so you're basically in like a natural pool. You can walk
Oh.
out like very far before it's deep. There's no
Mm-hmm.
waves. There's like zero current. So you can just swim in the ocean like it's a pool there, which is amazing. And that was the whole reason I wanted to go here because
Mm-hmm.
it's like you can go to a pool wherever you want. But
Sure.
this, you can go in the ocean, which like for Therese, she couldn't be like getting knocked over by waves, you
Right.
know, 7 months pregnant. So
Right.
if we wanted to go in the water, we needed to go somewhere where they had a lagoon. So this Disney is actually like the cheapest place like you could go. Because like we could
Hmm.
have gone to the Four Seasons. They don't have a lazy river, first of all.
Okay.
So it's like, why am I going to spend an extra $400 to be? It's like, sure, there won't be like kids there, but like the kids didn't really bother us. It was like
Mm-hmm.
kids seem like they mostly just bother parents that they're with, you know,
Okay. Yeah.
right?
Well, you'll find out. Sure.
um, so we went on the first day, we went to Kualoa Ranch
Who?
and Kualoa Ranch.
Okay.
It's where they film a ton of stuff. Jurassic Park, like tons of
All right.
movies, Lost.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they have like they filmed like some of the stuff with like the arrow and like the blast, not the hatch blast door, but the other blast door that they have, like the fake hatch that they lied about at one point on Lost that the others pretended they had. That's like
Mm-hmm.
near an old bunker and stuff.
Okay.
Hurley's golf course.
Mm.
Um, they have like a lake there, and that's where the docks were that the others had.
Are
And,
they
you know, that's where
still
they
are
had
they
the
still advertising
submarine.
it that it's lost or
That's part of
is
the tour. Yeah, 100%.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, when we had our photo taken, like on it had Jurassic Park and Lost as like the two premier things.
Oh, okay.
Um, we did a different tour than I did the last time, so I didn't see the same things, which was great. I saw a bunch of other filming locations for these same things. Like last time I saw the river, I
Mm.
mean the lake and where they did the dock scenes, but this time I saw like Hurley and Charlie's golf course, like, and I saw instead of seeing like the Jurassic World pen where they had the Indominosaurus and the raptors, this time I saw, and this was way better, the original Jurassic Park Gallimimus field, and they
Oh
still
yeah.
have that trunk there that Alan Grant and
No.
the kids, dude, it's still there, and it's
No
fucking
way.
so, dude, it's so fucking cool. I could not believe it. It was
That's pretty
pretty
cool.
sick. That was pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
Um, our tour guide was so funny. So we get up. They also have old naval bases, old yeah, marine bases there, I guess. And
Mm-hmm.
one of them was a battery, which is like where they would store ammunition and things like that. And so we go into this old decommissioned battery, and what they decided to do was turn it into a place where they have like in the different areas that like, you know, this room would have this room would have that. Now it's just like here's sets from King Kong, here's sets from like,
Wow.
so like that's where they store props and sets. And so they turned it almost into like a mini prop museum. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but before that part of the tour starts, there's a little bit where they have some military stuff, and the guy's telling us this story, and then it takes a dark turn, kind of
Okay.
like how Tom's like wedding vows took a dark turn at one point.
Mm-hmm.
This light story he's telling goes, and I do remember this. Do you remember like a couple years ago, a few years back, there was like a hoax for like a nuclear missile warning that went out to everyone in
Yes.
Hawaii? So
Yeah.
he starts telling the story of that. He's like, because if you look in here, we have rations for up to like 14 days for like 100 people or whatever. And he's like,
Mm-hmm.
and the reason for that is because a number of years ago,
Oh my
like
God.
we had that hoax went out. And while the hoax went out, everyone did all the things people were trained for. Like people would like go into sewers or in their basement if they have a basement. He was like, and when the people were on tour here, we were
Oh
like,
my
okay,
God.
go inside the battery, go in there. And they realized like, well, if we have to shut these doors, like we don't have any like food or supplies here. Like
Right.
they should. So now they keep supplies for up to 2 weeks in case something like that happens.
Wow.
And then he goes, but I'm at home with my mom who's in hospice at the time. And we're all like, and he goes, and I'm not sticking her down into a sewer. He's like, so
Ooh.
our plan was we just went out back on our porch and we poured some iced tea and we just figured we'd wait for the light.
Wow. Well, yeah. All right.
Teresa and I were like, what the fuck? We also made the mistake of like making eye contact with him at the beginning. So then he was just locked in on us the whole time.
Yeah.
Um, they had like a very tiny lost thing at the beginning, and I was like, oh, I guess that's all they're gonna have. And then like towards the end, which now I'm like behind, they have a little bit more lost stuff. And he goes, oh, here's this. And they have this display case, right? And the display case, I'm gonna drop some more pictures in here for you to see because it'll be easier for you to see it while I talk about. Also, then I will forget less. Because it was dude, I was absolutely fucking losing my mind.
I'm sure. You lost? Oof.
Yeah. Me lost. So in this display case, they have like Locke's pack and his like vest and his compass that he gets and the watch, and they have the notebooks that were from the Pearl, and they have the fucking fail-safe key. Like all of it's just like on loan from like a prop house that like where like a prop museum or a personal owner from where they store this stuff. And so I think, oh, that's it. And he goes, oh, and we also have this polar bear model, which was used as like a digital stand-in. So they had like the polar bear that they like would put on the set so that they had like a frame of reference to use.
Wow.
But then I turned the corner to go in, and he's like, all right, let's go look at this last thing and then we'll go. And like I look down the little hallway, and it's like it's a museum in there. There's a much bigger display case that has
belongs in a museum.
So many. Look at the size of this room. It's all filled with lost stuff. Those are two like sections of like literally like the storyboarding like of the actual like shots on the wall.
Oh, wow.
Like they have behind me is the submarine. That's all they ever built. It's just the top part that would go on top of the water.
Oh, wow.
That's the actual sub. Like it's just fucking there.
And your face, you look like you're happier than a pig in shit.
Dude, Therese started filming. She was like, you looked like you were on drugs.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They had the computer. They had the fucking computer from the swamp. They have under the glass. They had the picture of Desmond and Penny. They had the note from Penny to Desmond. They have like orientation videos. They have like their fake passports. They had like it was such an unbelievable amount of props and things from the show. I could not believe what was in here, and they just like moved on from it really fast. And then I noticed like we haven't heard the tour guide in a while, and Teresa's like, oh shit, they may have like left.
Oh, they probably did.
So like we run out and the bus is still there and someone goes, there they are. So he has to come down. It's like it's like one of those open caravan style buses. He has to lower the stairs for it so I can get on. He was like, I was gonna leave, but someone said, I swear there were two people sitting here.
Amazing.
And Therese, of course, goes, this is really embarrassing. Teresa just goes to everybody, sorry, he really likes Lost.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That was nuts.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. The next day, what did we do? We got some like maternity, because we never had like wedding photos or anything like that. So we got some maternity style pictures done. We went to the beach, hired like a photographer for an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty fast.
An hour?
Yeah, because you were on the beach, so it was like walk over here, take pictures for 3 minutes, walk over there, take pictures for 5 minutes, and then it was like get out of the thing. We're gonna take pictures of your wife for a little bit, like it was probably like 20 minutes of actual photo taking, and like a lot of like, okay, walk to the sand, go on the rocks, go on the grass,
sure,
walk on the edge of the water.
Right.
all that nonsense. Then later that day, I went to the spa. Have you ever
Okay.
been to a spa? You ever get a massage?
I've yeah, I've
Never.
gotten.
I've never done. It's the first time I ever did it.
Oh,
Never done
okay.
it. That's
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
That's nice. I get why people like it. It's a good time.
Yeah, it's good.
It's nice.
Yeah.
They
Not
did
bad.
like they had like the hot rocks.
Yep.
So I had the hot rocks. Outside of the spa, they have like a health relaxation garden that you go to for like an hour and a half before you go into the spa, and you
Mhm.
hang out there. And they have like these different like weird showers that you go under outside, and like you walk in there like different pressures and shit. But they had a like warm hot tub and then a hot tub, and then they had a really hot tub next to one of those ice bath tubs. And so what you're supposed to do is go in the ice bath, go underwater, then go in the hot tub, and then
Oh,
go in
wow.
the ice bath, and then go. And when you do that,
Yeah.
your skin feels like I don't want to say burning, but it's somewhere in between the sensation of like burning and like pins and needles because it's like tingly and strong, but it doesn't hurt, but it's crazy. I have you ever done a cold bath dunk thing? One of those ice
No.
baths?
No.
I never thought it would be as hard as it is to go under the first time. I think the first two times I got up to my waist, ran right back into the hot tub. I was like,
Mhm.
fuck this, fuck this, fuck this. And then because Therese can't even do it. She's like, all right, I'm gonna go. She was like, you're not going. And I was like, fine, I'll fucking do it. I did it on the third try. It took 3 attempts to get my head under though, because it was bad. It was hard to do. Then they have like the sauna and the steam room. I don't like the steam room. Hard to breathe.
No. Oh.
Hard to breathe. It's
Okay.
thick. Air's thick.
I don't think I've ever been in a steam room.
Yeah. And it's not
No.
like a sauna where it's not like the hot room where like they have some steam. Like this was like I walked into like I couldn't see where you sit down. Like I couldn't see 2 feet in front of me, you know?
Right. Right.
So it
Yeah.
was I walked in, I sat in there for maybe 5 seconds. I was like, fuck this, and just got right out because it didn't feel like I could breathe in there. Um, and then the next day we went to Hanama Bay, which is a coral reef. So you have to go like two things you got to do is you have to watch a video first. You also have to like reserve a spot. It's the like one of the only private like beaches because in Hawaii no beach is private. You can go to any beach wherever you are,
Okay.
which is nice. Like no one
Mhm.
can own the beach, but the state has this as a protected reserve. So to have access, they only allow a certain amount of people in every day. You have to reserve it. It's the only one like they charge for. It's not expensive, but it's just the money goes towards maintaining it. And
Mhm.
no people are allowed there twice a week so that the fish and the corals have access, like time to like make sure that they don't get too damaged and the fish can also feed without like human interference and stuff.
Okay.
It's so cool to snorkel with fish, dude. It's very cool. That's a lot of fun. But you have to wear certain sunscreen. So like a lot of sunscreen has like chemicals that are bad for the coral. So like you have to make sure you have good sunscreen. So we went and picked up more sunscreen. Have you ever gotten a cut on this part of your hand in between the thumb
The
and
Clooney?
yeah, the Clooney? You ever cut your Clooney?
I can't believe you're saying that because I literally cut my Clooney
It's
like
pretty
like
annoying,
last
right?
week. Yeah.
I've learned something is a lot more irritating and painful than a Clooney cut.
For
A
everyone
cut
not a
right
video
down.
listener, for anyone not a video listener, the Clooney is that that flabby piece of skin between your thumb and your pointer finger.
Yeah, it's the connective tissue between your fingers.
Yeah.
It's where your webbing is. It's your webbing.
It's your Clooney.
Well, you know what's worse?
What? Right in the
Right
palm?
down the
Oh,
line.
right down the line.
Right
huh?
down
the
I
wealth,
have a cut
the
right
lifeline.
down the lifeline in the palm of my hand.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is
you're constantly. I see it.
a
Yeah, I got it.
nightmare. It is
Sure it is.
refusing to heal, of course.
Yeah, of course.
I got it for being an idiot because I'm a tosser, right?
You're a
I
tosser.
pick up this is just a guy thing, I think. You pick up a pair of keys,
Oh
right?
boy.
Toss them in the air, you catch them, right?
Oh yeah.
I did that, and it wasn't this one, but it was
Okay.
the sunscreen that we bought. The bottom
Yeah.
end where they crimp the
Where they
plastic
crimp
of
the
the
plastic.
sunscreen bottle came down on my palm, and it was
God.
apparently super fucking sharp and just dug a hole like a line just right down the lifeline of my hand, right down that perfect
there
crease. It is exactly within that crease. It is
oh boy.
that stung obviously every time I went in the water. I was
Sure
at that point. So for the last 24 hours of it, as much as I enjoyed being in the water, it also was a little bit of a bitch. So to say. Then we went to the Lost Beach.
Oh yeah, the Lost Beach, yeah.
Oh, I have to send you this picture because it's a really, really funny photo that Therese took of me in the warm tub at the spa.
Mm-hmm.
My shorts, my bathing shorts are the like same exact color as the spa, like as the pool. So it just looks like, because when I am sitting, it just looks like I'm outside naked in this photo. It's so,
beautiful.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
Teresa was like, "You're not gonna like this picture." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "Because it just weirdly, it just looks like you're naked and like your arm is like covering everything."
Yeah. Wait, what do you have on you? Is that an Apple Watch? You can just go in the water?
No, that's the wristband. I mean, it can, but that's just like your wristband for Disney, so that like you can, because since the beaches are open to everyone,
Uh-huh.
people will like walk through, park at Disney,
Oh,
walk
okay.
through and like go down to those beaches.
Right.
So
Okay.
this way people aren't just like hopping on the rides and the water slides and what
Mm.
have you. Water slides, I will say, the non-tube water slide was fine. It was it was like a tight, dark ride. So it's like a tight
Sure.
tube. And so you moved
Mm-hmm.
fast is one of those.
Mm-hmm.
But because you go really fast, it was like 10 seconds, maybe at most.
Yeah.
So it's like a little too short, but again, like, you know, it's at a resort. Right next to it, the tube ride was way better. It's like twice as long. I think tube rides are more fun. You could spin around, you can kick off the walls. And it goes right into the lazy river. So
Mm.
you just tube ride down, and then when I would get back to the front of it, I just hop out, go up, come down, right back in. Just I do loops. It was great. Um, Went to the Lost Beach. It was awesome. I had Therese take some like Lost style cast photos of myself out at the Lost Beach. Uh, I took a couple of her as well. I was like, can you say my baby?
Oh my God.
Like she's Claire.
My baby.
I don't know if you watched that clip, but I sent you a clip from the Lost Beach. Not of myself, but it was of the beach itself, and I was screaming Walt.
Oh no.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I
So
watched it. I didn't watch it with sound.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you had sound on, I should have put
Mm.
like that little thumbnail, like the sound on
You should
graphic
have.
on it, so you
Because
would know.
most of the time, like if I'm in the office, I'm not going to put the sound on.
I usually don't either. So that's I should have known. I should have known.
Yeah.
I should have known.
Yeah.
No sound. All in all, I want to go back. Didn't want to come back here.
No, real life sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Well, we
It's
got Pulp
amazing.
Deep Dish, and that's about it.
Yeah. You know, we played something, Little Raptor Cliffs.
Oh, yeah, we played Walkabout Mini Golf. Raptor Cliffs came out for the Walkabout Mini Golf game. It is basically a like camp, but like there's dinosaurs and there's tube rides.
It's like the Redwood Forest.
It's awesome. It's an awesome course. The Mighty Coconut team hits it.
It feels the most like it's actually a mini golf course, even though there's dinosaurs on it, because it's themed like a mini golf course would be, and like they have like a gift shop, like it's an amusement course, like all of it is. I mean, it's definitely one of the best, most detailed courses they've made now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We did a little race mode earlier.
It's still not gonna. Yeah, we did race
clobbered.
mode. Oh, okay. If we're gonna keep going down that road, then anytime you lose now, I'm just gonna bring it up.
All right.
So it's still not gonna beat out
remember.
Raptor Cliffs. Is still Raptor Cliffs is I would say an S tier course, but now I feel like I need to give things like an S plus, right? So like for me, still the top courses are still going to be Coyote Valley, Around the World in 80 days, and aesthetically Mount Olympus. I still think the holes
Yeah, but I still
in
think S
Coyote
class is
Valley.
5. It's not 3, it's 5. So you get 2 more.
Yeah. I gotta look at my list again. But Shanghai, Shangri-La, whatever the hell, that's
Raptor Cliffs might get up there. There's a lot
Raptor
of
Cliffs
really good
is
holes on
it's
it.
really cool, and it's just a really cool course to be on.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So
agree. Also, Holiday Hideaway.
Holiday Hideaway, another really good. I mean, look, the game is fucking amazing.
It's incredible.
If you don't have the game,
Yeah.
get the game, get a VR headset. Let's go.
One of the best clubs. Raptor Cliffs is one of the best clubs
Yeah.
that they've had
Yep.
for sure. Like,
Agree with that for sure.
yeah, that club is pretty incredible.
Yep.
Yep. All right, well. I don't know why that took so long. Game news. Try and check out our fantasy league real quick here. Tuna. Grand Theft Auto 6 delayed.
Oh yeah.
So you've got to drop that, which means now you have 2 games to pick up.
I thought I picked up another game. Did it not go through?
Let's see league history. No, you dropped Fable.
But I didn't pick one up.
You didn't pick one up.
Okay.
So you got to drop Grand Theft Auto. You got to pick one up.
All right.
I also have to pick one up. I'm probably also going to drop one and pick one up. So I'm probably going to have to do 2 pickups as well. Tom is doing pretty good though so far. Oh, Blueprint's back up to a 90. Good for Blueprints. We've got the Switch 2 coming out. I'm gonna looks like Nintendo sales of it have started. Invites are going out.
Yep.
If you get one and it says you can get it like on release date, will you switch to the Nintendo pre-order and cancel your Target?
I don't know. Maybe.
Because
I mean, I'm thinking about.
One, I think said it was going to be like 5 days after. Wasn't it like the 11th or something?
Something like that, yeah. All right.
You know?
The other thing that I was thinking about is, should I sell my Switch now?
Switch Uno.
While the offering price is pretty high for this
what
like
happens
local
with your
place.
safes?
What do you mean?
How do you transfer your data over?
Yeah. All right. Well, there goes that. So anyway.
Why don't you just keep your Switch now? So when your kid wants a video game console in 2 years, she can inherit the old original Switch.
Oh my god!
Right? She can use that busted Switch for a few years until she's old enough to not
busted. It's
what is going to happen?
OLED.
Are you guys going to have to get 2 consoles, or are you going to have house consoles and you're going to have to just wait your turn to be able to play stuff?
Maybe she won't be into video games. Maybe she'll be writing musicals and like doing musical theater. And I'll be like she won't want to come to the basement because she'll be like, Dad, like I'm singing in the whatever, like like, all right, see ya.
I mean, she's going to take over the basement and do that. You're going to be relegated to
not
the powder room or something.
No, the powder room. I'm moving out. I can get my own apartment somewhere. I'll come and visit on the weekends.
You just get like a storage unit somewhere.
Yeah, that's really all I need.
Get a storage unit,
that's
put a
really
couch
all I need.
and a TV in there.
That's all I need.
They'll be like, "Sir, there's noise coming from your unit." You're like in Halo. You're just like yelling through the microphone.
Yeah, why not?
Steve has this game on a lock.
Survivor
Steve
now?
has 15 points on me in Survivor.
So Survivor. I don't think we need to talk much about it. Other than that, it was an episode that they created a lot of drama, or you thought a lot was going to happen, and then nothing happened. And then when David stood up, that solidified for me weirdo.
I still like him.
No, he's done with.
I'm hoping he's back for Survivor 50.
Oh fuck me!
Oh yeah.
No way.
Hell
He
yeah.
probably will be actually. He
I hope
probably
so.
will be.
I want to bring him back. Let him drink some milk. I do. I want Joe or David back for 50 because I want to see how an actual strong player from the new era can compete with older players, because like the older Survivor is so much harder than the modern Survivor.
Oh, I
so
totally
like I
get
actually
that.
would like to see one of the two stronger, like Joe. As long
Yeah.
as they have like a Joe, a David, or a Hunter, I want someone
Yeah.
who has been like one of the few physical monsters that the new era has had.
Dude, I watched a video either yesterday or the day before, and it was a video of like somebody's top ranked, like hardest challenges. And almost all of them are from the old
Of
era.
course.
And the old era, the shit that went down in the old era is like, you look at these challenges now, you're like, this is child's play.
We got to start watching Australian Survivor.
This is child's play compared to, I'm down. But like there was one challenge where they strapped, I remember it, but I didn't remember it until I saw this video. They strapped 3 people to each team to a wheel.
Yeah.
And they dunked them in the water, and you had to suck in as much water as you could, and then spit it out when you came back at the top. So you were upside down while you were getting a gulp of water, and then coming back up and spitting it into a thing.
You used to have to survive.
Okay, that one, or the ones where they actually had to like physically fight one another in like a pit.
Yeah. Yes.
Like there was like, oh, here, hold this, balance this in your left hand while you also try to knock the other players with your right hand. Or there was another one where they were.
Do you remember
chasing
40, like
other.
the Winners at War, the first opening challenge? It was like water polo. It was like water rugby. They were just like picking each other up and like body slamming each other in the fucking ocean.
Now it's like My First Survivor. It's like Fisher Price.
It's like Legends of the Hidden Temple games. Which, by the way, like I don't hate also, right? Like I like the obstacle course nature of it, but it is much more like they've made this so the nerds can play. Because that's who the audience is now, right? It's people that play for Fantasy Survivor League, and they want to see avatars of themselves on screen, and they only want to see the nerds win.
Right.
That's why they're all mad about David and Joe and Eva. Eva's also a beast. It's like if David and Joe weren't on this season and Eva was, like, she would seem like an absolute animal, like compared to everybody else.
Mm-hmm. But I want to go back to that Survivor for like a season or two.
That's why we got to do 50, because 50, dude, 50. Sorry, not Survivor. So that's why we got to do regular Australian Survivor, because Australian Survivor is 50 days. Like that's American Survivor used to be 39. Now it's 23. But Australian Survivor is like 39. You babies. 50 days.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's why David, the winner of God, the balls on that guy during Jesus Christ. Deal No Deal Island season 2. Even if you don't watch that show, you should just look up the final game of Deal or No Deal from the finale, because it is absolutely fucking insane.
Bonkers.
That guy has a gambling problem.
Yeah.
That shit was awesome. But he was a previous winner in Survivor Australia, and he was like, I don't want to go do puzzles with a bunch of nerds. He was making fun of American Survivor, and I mean, like, he's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong.
I like it though. I still like it, but he's not wrong.
Yeah, but he's not wrong. I agree.
He's not.
With that assessment.
Yeah, but Steve is going to run away with it, because he and I are first and second. He's got 15 points on me, but we have all of the same 6 remaining people. Yeah. So there's like the only thing I can do really is to like switch one of my players out with the one player and hope that I'm going to pick right. So I'm going to have to do that like one of these days.
Too bad
like,
you can't rank
this
them.
Week. I know that would be cool, where you get more points for each. Like your starter and
like if you exactly. If you
I like that. That's a good idea. You get like a multiplier in your first spot, and then you get like a subtractor after the third spot.
Yep.
That would be cool.
Yep.
That's a great idea, actually.
Yep.
You and Tom really just fell
Oh.
off. You guys were right behind me, but
Well,
now
I
you're in
fucked
6th and
up.
7th. Slater's up. Yeah, I saw you missed.
Twice I had players that were not in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slater caught up to 4th.
Ooh.
And he started man down, and now he's got 5 strong players left.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna have to risk it next week. That's really my only chance.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 6, you watch that trailer?
No.
Wait, really?
I really didn't. I was going to, and then I forgot, and I didn't remember until you just said it.
All right, let's watch it together.
May 26th, 2026. All right.
John Murphy texted me, and he was like, "I'm gonna have to buy a PlayStation for this game." Dude, it looks incredible. So, some like things that we know, like the map is going to be absolutely insane. But now we know it's for sure got like the Everglades, it's got the swamps, it's got the mountains, it's got Miami, it's got like the rural meth area. It looks amazing. It looks amazing.
It does.
It looks incredible.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, can't wait.
1 year though. Do you think it's actually going to come out on time?
No.
I think there was something.
Is ever coming out?
You don't think so?
No. Well, if the world isn't around for the game, then you know how it is.
Well, that's true. That would be a bummer if we never got to play Grand Theft Auto. Although by then there may be tariffs on it.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna put tariffs on the games. Tom did it actually. I watched
Video games
Tom did a
may be
good
banned.
video on it for GameSpot. He did because the website updated with a bunch of info about the characters as well as illustrations and stuff.
Mhm.
So there's like influencers, there's like the corrupt cop, there's like the drug runner, and like it seems like there's going to be like a big social media thing, which makes sense. I wonder if we'll be able to record like in-game stuff with our screen, like with the phones,
Right.
and like post images and stuff. It'd be sick if there was like a sort of fake social media app within this
That would be
game for us to
crazy.
share. Like, think about
Yeah.
that, right? They should,
Yeah.
like, if they did the right thing, this game will have like a sort of fake in-game Twitter thing that you could actually like use online, that you can just
Right.
post your clips and your images and stuff within the game to other people.
Yeah, no, I mean, it makes sense.
That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Also, what was it? No, I can't remember. There was something I was going to say before that, and then I got distracted from it. So yeah, I don't know. I think it looks amazing. I think it's incredible. It's absolutely believable. Can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait to play it. Tom's at PAX, so we'll hear about a lot of new stuff next week when he gets back. But let's do a quick mail, and then we'll get out of here, Tuna. Email on unrackedpodcast.com. We'll go to the show's questions for the pod and ask a question. Here's the first question. It comes in from Epic Neckbeard. Who do you think would win in a fight? 100 men or Pokemon 812 Rillaboom? That's pretty good.
800 men or
100 men or Pokemon 812 Rillaboom. So you know about the 100 men versus one ape?
Yeah.
It's that. I wasn't sure if you were going to know about this. And I'm like pretty offline these days, and I still knew about it. So it's like
I heard about it. I heard about it.
Yeah. What is your take on that?
100 men versus one gorilla?
Yeah.
The 100 men.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, great. So I just want to make sure we're on the same page because if you were like for sure the gorilla wins, then we shouldn't even bother asking about Rillaboom, which is a gorilla with magical powers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like let's close the door on this conversation.
Right.
If we don't think a regular ape can be beat.
I think this Rillaboom wins.
I don't think it's even close.
Powers.
Yeah.
Well, how powerful is it? Does it have all its moves? Do we get
this
to
is
choose
Alex,
moves?
this is a starting Pokemon.
What do you mean?
So this is a starter. This is the final evolution of a starting Pokemon.
No, I know, but like, does it have?
So it's like one of the strongest Pokemon in the game.
All right.
You know?
I guess I meant like, is it souped up with all the good moves?
Like its Gigantamax form?
Yeah.
I mean, let's just
the
assume it can
drums.
do it.
Yeah, I think this thing wins.
Yeah,
hands down.
I don't think it's even a question. In fact, I would go
Yeah.
so far as to say that its mid-gen Thwacky could take 100 people, but
I would say that
its
even
rookie
Pikachu,
base form might not.
even
Pikachu, no
Pikachu
problem.
could take 100 people with
If we're talking about Ash's
her-
Pikachu, yes.
Yeah.
Standard level 5.
All right, standard
like
level
Forest
5, whatever.
Pikachu,
But if it's the Pikachus that
you
can
can throw a
like
rock at 'em.
chain electric to each person,
Yeah.
I think you're done.
Yeah.
Just do a quick peek, Pika, and you're done.
I honestly think the mid evolution Thwacky's taking 100 people.
Probably.
Bronwell though said, better follow up. What's next? Would you rather fight one Rapidash sized Psyduck or 100 Psyduck sized Rapidashes?
Wait, say that again?
So do you remember the old question of would you rather fight a horse sized duck or 100 duck sized horses?
Yeah.
So it's that, but we're doing Rapidash and Psyduck. So do you want to fight one Rapidash sized Psyduck, so a horse sized Psyduck, or 100 Psyduck sized Rapidashes?
I'm going with the horse sized Psyduck because I feel like the Psyduck will just hurt himself.
Yep.
And the Rapidashes still have fire. And I'll be fucked.
Yes. And the Psyduck is 0.8 meters. So it's like 2 feet, right? So it's not like it's a foot. It's 2 feet tall. You're not going to just kick these horses away if they're 2 feet, if their back or their head is.
Plus, they could probably do that like a fire tornado, just like circling
with 80 of them or 100. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
No problem. You got to take the one. You just want the one big ass Psyduck.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He'll just hurt he'll hurt himself.
Also, you have a lot of soft targets that aren't his head because remember, like when he gets hit in his head, that's how he would activate. So like you could just weaken him enough by body blows, easy because you've got so much.
Now this is all contingent on the humans not using.
This is just us. This isn't 100 humans.
Okay,
and
the other question, though, the 100 human question, that was stipulating there was no weapons or anything, like they weren't using like AKs and
let's say just 100 clothed humans.
Clothed. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? You couldn't even get 100 people close enough to the gorilla. You'd have like
you don't need to. What you need is like just you need sacrificial lambs, right? Like some people are going to go down, but in the meantime, you're going to take out the eyes. You're going to hit the genitals, and then it's game over.
Right.
Because it's going to get tired. It's not going to know where to go.
Right. Okay.
Like once a couple people die, you could use their limbs as weapons. You could throw the bodies at them.
Sure. Yeah. All right.
So it's like that's why the humans don't need to bring anything in. They become the tools of destruction at some point or another. I feel like no problem. Like that's how humans won in the first place, right? It's like we ran everyone down. That's what we do.
Sure. Yeah.
That's what we do. All right, Pope Deep Dish. He's calling this one. Actually, I'm gonna do something. So I don't know when or if we're actually ever gonna start our challenge post-show thing, especially with me having a child coming up. So I say, Alex, let's start challenging each other again. Just regular. Okay. There's no stakes, right? These are just gentlemen's stakes.
Okay.
I have a challenge for you.
Okay.
2 weeks.
Okay.
Most top 10 times.
What?
Most top 10 times and scores on speedrun.com in a single game. You could pick any game you want.
Wait, I'm sorry. Say that. Wait, what?
You're going to go to the speedrun website.
I'm going to go to the speedrun website. I'm going to pick a game.
And you're going to try over the next 2 weeks to get as many times in the top 10 on their website on a single game.
I feel like I'm not going to be able to do this at all. There's people who dedicate their lives to doing
We did it all the time on NES Champions. There's tons of games that don't have a lot of people doing them. Right? Okay. You can go to Super Mario Wonder, right? Every level in Super Mario Wonder probably has times.
All right, where am I going? Speedrun.com?
Yeah, the speedrun website.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
You're
writing it
probably
down.
my thing is you're probably not going to want to pick a Nintendo game unless you're doing NES World Champions because you're not going to be able to save a long enough file to upload. You
So
know,
speedrun.com, I want to get in the top 10 of a game.
as many times as you can.
What do you mean as many times as I can?
That's what I'm saying. It's the most top 10 entries wins.
So I like if I'm in the top 10 on one game, I move to the next game and I'm like, oh, let me do another game.
No, in one game. Okay, so Super Mario Wonder, right? Let's use this as an example.
Okay.
If you go to that game, every level in that game
Yeah.
has its own top 10. A lot of them
Okay.
I'm looking at only have 5 or 6 entries, which means if you play the whole game and record every course, you're going to get on every top 10. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that seems like a ridiculous loophole to what you're trying to do here.
This is part of the strategy here. Is you've got to pick the best game to do this in.
What do you mean the best game?
We're each picking any game we want.
Wait, so one game you just so it's like one
You could pick
game
Super
with the
Mario Wonder. I could pick
most
NES World Champions.
and you want to and then
But the winner is whoever
subcategories,
gets the
the sub
most amount of
uh
top 10 runs in their respective game.
in the game because there has to be subcategories for the game.
Yeah, so don't pick a game that doesn't have subcategories. Which I can't imagine there are many. I can't think of many games that are going to have a single time for it and not times for doing different things, you know?
I feel like you're okay. All right. Play us out.
All right, fine. Let's do this.
No, no, no. I don't
No,
want
no,
to.
no, no. No,
No,
no, no, no. It's
no,
too
no, no.
complicated. I don't like it anymore. I don't like it anymore. We're going to play Walkabout Mini Golf Speedrun.com. Whoever of us two has the most, has the best, has the most highest top scores. I've got it. This is it. This is it. Okay, okay, okay. Wait, let's make sure they have Walkabout Mini Golf. This is it. This is it. The most highest. Okay, here it is. Walkabout Mini Golf VR. All right, you looking at this?
No.
All right, pull it up.
Okay.
All right. We're only going to play easy courses, so no hard courses.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a possibility of what, 40 now? 30? I don't know how many courses are there. 35, let's say. Somewhere around there.
So so it's race mode. It
It's
has to
race
be
mode.
race mode.
Yeah.
It has to be race mode.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So here's how it's going to work. If you look at Tourist Trap, right?
There's
We're
first,
both gonna-
second, third.
We're both going to get our names up there on easy. Right?
Why?
Well, this is just the assumption, right? We both get our names up there. Whichever
Okay.
one of us has the higher name, we saw Taskmaster came out this week. This is like the Olympics. Whichever one of us gets the gold on Tourist Trap gets the point for Tourist Trap.
Holy shit! There's a whole bunch of there's number 18 is 6 minutes 25 seconds.
Yeah.
I got to sign up for this website.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. So whichever one of us gets the better score on the course gets the point for that course. And we're going to do it across all of the easy courses.
I'm going to do every single easy course in 2 weeks.
All right, fine. What should we do here?
Just do like the base.
You want a month?
The base game. Oh, you want a month?
Yeah. You want to do a month? 1 month from
Okay.
1 month, 4 weeks. We're gonna because then we can talk about it over the next 4 weeks.
Okay. All right.
We'll talk about it over. How many courses are there?
33.
Are there really?
Well, it says levels 66. So if there's 66
Okay, great.
levels,
So this is perfect math. Okay, you ready? Here's how we're gonna do it. The
perfect
first week, 11 courses. Second week, the second 11 courses. Third week, the third 11 courses. And then the final week, Alex, we have time to go back through and beat one another's times on the ones that we're losing on.
Okay.
But during the first week, we can only do the first 11 courses. During the second week, we can only do the second 11 courses. During the third week, we can only do the third 11 courses. And finally, during week 4, we can do all of
Go to
it
says number of players.
Yeah.
So there's an option for 2, right? And there's people who I guess they combine the scores, right? If you go to 3, there's literally one.
That's
literally
so funny.
one thing.
That's so funny. So we will be doing Tourist Trap, Cherry Blossom, Seagull Stacks, Arizona Modern, Original Gothic, Tethys Station, Bogey's Bonanza, Coyote Valley, and Gardens of Babylon.
And how does this get verified?
And Shangri-La. That's 11. You have to upload a clip to them. So you're going to do it on PlayStation, save your recording.
All right.
You can save the last, you should check. I think you can save up to the last 10 minutes. Then you'll have to.
I have to like cut it and stuff.
Anytime you're going over three minutes, you're going to have to cut them.
Yeah. Stupid. All right.
Or you could also get like the thumb drive for your PlayStation and then just transfer it to your phone or whatever, you know?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
That would also be easier. So, all right, that's it. That's what we're gonna do.
All right.
And a month from now, we're gonna reveal who has the most times across all the races. And then this is gonna be our new record because we don't have leaderboards. This website is gonna become our leaderboard.
Sure.
And we're also, because we're gonna end up probably uploading new times, beating each other's times out in certain ones. We're gonna end up probably taking over a couple courses where it's just gonna be like 12 of our times. The Great Walkabout Mini Challenge of 2025 has begun. What's gonna happen? You'll find out over the next 4 weeks. Do you think Tom will even do one?
No.
Yeah. What a ridiculous assertion. We'll hear from Tom next week. I hope PAX is good. Tom, hope you're having a good time. You're not listening, so I guess what I just want to say is stay unranked.
Suck it.